Hello, everybody. I'm Matt Baker from ProSymmetry, and today we'll be going through how to create a form within Tempus resource. So the forms will be what the user will see when they navigate to a workflow project based off the given state that the project is in. So the form will consist of the different project-centric attributes that are relevant to that project during that given state. Additionally, users will also be able to provide additional format as well as conditional logic to help enhance the form that the user is working with. So to create a state, we'll first navigate here to admin settings, and from here we'll select on the workflow management tile. Next, we'll make sure we select on this project forms option in the top right-hand corner of the screen, which will bring us to a list of all the existing forms within your system. To create a new form, we'll just select the green button, Create Form, over here on the left-hand side of the screen, which will bring us to the form creator. So within here, the first step to creating a form will just to be providing a name of the form. This information won't be displayed to your end user, so it'll just be a way for you to essentially navigate and identify the form that you're looking to create. In this case, I'm just looking for an initial review form, so I can go ahead and just name this initial review. And once we've provided a name, we can start building out the form and determining what attributes will be relevant within here. So over here on the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see a list of all your project-centric attributes, as well as some more so system-governed attributes as well, such as your attribution or your allocation, as well as the start and end dates of the project. And we can go ahead and choose which ones we want to see within the form, either by scrolling through the list or searching for the field up above. So I have a couple fields that I want to add within here. I want to make sure I have my project manager that will be assigned, the priority of the project. Let's also add a senior leader, a location, as well as the budget. So once you have all your attributes selected, we can go ahead and select on Add Selected in the top right-hand corner, and you should see those attributes now populated within the form. Additionally, you'll have some options to help segment out some of the information within here. So you can see over here on the left, we have one section, but we can add additional ones by selecting on the New Section option, which will add it into the form, allowing you to segment out your information even further. Additionally, if you want to add some additional, add some lines within the form to help break that information out, you can go ahead and do so by selecting on the line option, as well as if you have any text that you want to add within here, you can simply put it in here, and then you'll be able to provide what that text should display. So I'm going to go ahead and delete the section as well as the text that I've just added by selecting on the given option and just hitting the trash can icon. And then we can go ahead and start changing the look and feel of the form and making sure our information is ordered properly. So I'll start up here in the top on our section. I'm just going to name this core project information so we know this is the information that needs to be filled out. And then I'm going to start reordering how this information is displayed by simply selecting on the attribute added and then dragging it up and down based on the ordering that I'm looking for. So let's say I want my project manager first, then I want to see the priority, my leader, location, and budget. We can just drag those through the screen to make sure the ordering is correct. Additionally, you'll have options to provide different names for any of your attributes within the form, just to make sure it's a little bit more clear for your end users on what they're actually assigning. So let's say, for example, budget, maybe they don't know the budget, but you want to make it so it's more of an estimated budget. We can change the name by providing that. And so now when they're on that form, they're going to see estimated budget instead of budget. However, the information will still be associated to the underlying budget attribute. Additionally, you can change the look and feel of your selection as well as multi-selection values. So historically, by default, these are going to be drop-down values. However, you can change that to be a little bit more user-friendly if needed, to be a radio list or radio line, depending on what you're trying to see. And so in this case, I'm going to change my project priority to be a radio line so we can see all those options available. Also, for any of your attributes, you can add a hint to just provide a little bit more description of what the attribute and what they're looking for. So let's say we wanted to add a hint within project priority, and we can just say, this is the priority or expected priority of the project. Now, when a user is viewing that form, there'll be an icon near that particular attribute so they can see that additional information. Lastly, I want to mention that you can add some conditional logic to help hide and display some fields within the form. And to do so, all you have to do is first determine which fields should be hidden by default. And we can go ahead and do that by clicking on the form and selecting this is hidden option. So in this case, I'm thinking maybe a senior leader only needs to be applied to a project that has a high priority. So we can go ahead and hide senior leader, and then we can go up to project priority and select this add logic option. Once you do so, you'll then see all the selection values available to that attribute. So we have our low, medium, and high. And then we can also then on the right see all of our hidden attributes and choose when that should be displayed. So we can say when it's high, we want senior leaders to be displayed. However, when it's medium or low, we should not see that attribute. So I'm going to go ahead and with that set up, before I go ahead and create my form, I'm just going to select the preview to see what this looks like. You can see I can select my project manager. I have my radio line displaying the different project priorities. We can hover over the hint to see what the to get that little bit more description of the attribute, as well as you can see if I select on high, we can then see my senior leader being available. However, if I'm on medium or low, it's not displayed. I'm going to go ahead and close this particular form, and I'm going to go ahead and create this so this can be used within your workflows within Tempus. If you have any questions, please feel free to visit ProSymmetry.com and have a great rest of your day.